A few years later, as drones became a popular toy not only for the military, but became accessible to civilians, the companies for their production are working hard, and every day they try to invent more and more unmanned vehicles. From drone amphibians to transformers, bionic birds, the smallest and the biggest. We have the top 15 of the coolest and most unusual quadcopters. Thank you all for watching, and let's go! The air-to-water drone. We are used to the idea that the drone is something hovering or flying in the foreseeable space above our heads. Taking a look at the drone from a slightly different point of view was suggested by a group of engineers from Radgar University. On a plan of developers, their drone, named Naviator, can transform into a real amphibian and perform underwater raids. He can be completely submerged in water and then sharply fly up while doing the shooting. Owners of such a drone do not have to worry about using it on a wide chassis. Selfie bracelet. From the point of view of a simple inhabitant, the drone, Nixie. This device, which should help you capture some special frame in nature or in hard-to-reach places. When you turn on one of the modes, the drones begin to not just float in the air, but at the same time move after you, keeping what is happening in the frame. This opens truly boundless opportunities not only for fans of outdoor activities, but also for professionals involved in mountaineering and other extreme sports. In a word, this baby is your personal selfie photographer, whom you can call in one fell swoop of your hand. Drawn the Guard. When you see such parts, you begin to understand that the future has already come. Do you remember the small cutting drones from the video game Half-Life? So, one of these devices has already been recreated in real life. It is not only with a built-in video camera and sensors that react to movement and heat, but also with an electroshock pistol, charge of 80,000 volts. It is assumed that he will be able to replace the guards at the post. So if you decide to run away before the police arrive, you risk getting an electric shock in the back. AirDog. The main idea of AirDog. It's a drone that flies without help and takes everything that is happening on the ground around you. In conditions of open spaces, the owners of the drone does not need to control it. It is enough just to put on a special waterproof bracelet, which in its essence will be a leash for your device. It will transmit your position to the quadrocopter and aim its camera at the right angle. Customize AirDog using the proprietary application for iOS and Android, in which you can specify one of the 6 automatic tracking modes for you. So, you can shoot your own short film. Ought to be remarked that this is my favorite drone from this list. Controlled bionic drone bird. In the air, you hardly distinguish this robot from a real bird. The wings are made from carbon fiber and exactly repeat all the movements of birds. At the moment, the flight range is 328 feet, the speed is 12.4 miles per hour, and the battery life is 80 minutes. The device weighs only 0.019 pounds and is charged while sitting on a portable charger in the form of an egg. The price of such a robot is only $100. Carbon Flyer. Yes, it is an airplane in shape resembling an ordinary paper analog, which you did in your childhood and ran from the balcony. Control is performed using an iOS or Android smartphone up to 230 feet away. It is worthwhile to say that the Carbon Flyer has a camera. And perhaps the most important thing, radio-controlled flying toys are very fragile, but Carbon Flyer can be banged a dozen times about a concrete wall. Parrot Disco. In structure, this copy is more similar to the real plane, less than the device usual to us. Due to its unusual design, it can accelerate to an impressive speed of 50 miles per hour and stay in the air for 45 minutes on one charge. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to fly far away. The connection operates only at a distance to 1.2 miles in ideal conditions. But the company compensates for this by the glasses, which are included in the kit. With these glasses, you will feel as if you are the pilot of one of the jet fighters. Black Hornet, designed for the armed forces. The drone turned out so noiseless that it is an excellent spyware. It marks all the forces of the opponents and transfers everything to the military screens in real time. Precisely this drone is missing in the Counter-Strike game. CCROV device. This is a miracle technology, unlike the previous ones. Cannot fly. Instead of it, You get your own mini submarine that can sink to a depth till 328 feet. Now, it is not necessary to get wet in order to look at the beauty of the underwater world. In the Novelty, there are several screws and a camera, which allows you to record 4K video. You can watch the video in real-time mode using your smartphone, or in VR glasses that gives the senses even greater realism. EHang 184, which, according to the developers, will be able to drive users to work. The large-size flying drone can withstand until 260 pounds of weight and is designed for flights till 10 miles. Passengers will be able to control the car only minimally, give commands to take off, stop, and land. All you need to do is press one button. Of course, the user will have to inform the unit of the destination. However, after this, it is required only to sit back and enjoy the flight. Pocket Quadrocopter RC-101, a mini drone that fits in the palm of your hand. It's almost noiseless, intended for espionage. The only drawback of such an instrument is, of course, an accumulator, which lasts for more than 5 minutes. Journey in the glasses of virtual reality. Why not enjoy the regionals or some juicy details from the height of the drone's flight? Supply the Quadcopter Flybe to users with virtual reality glasses. Now, to never part with your favorite drones, it will be enough just to put on magic glasses and soar into the air, watching the broadcast in real time. Sensations of the reality of what is happening are enhanced by the high resolution of the camera and the ability to control the camera by turning the head. Although, it is worthwhile to say that today, almost every second drone can use virtual reality points. It remains only to buy glasses, download special applications for your smartphone, and hey, presto! You will soar above the skyscrapers, perceiving everything with the eyes of your drones. Tank Quadcopter from Be Unstoppable. What happens if you combine a flying machine with a tank? Drone Be Unstoppable can fly for 9 minutes or travel 12 to 18 minutes on one charge. Yes, it can drive practically any surface thanks to a crawler belt. It is one of the manageable quadcopters, and you can switch to quadcopter mode with just one button. Drawn for the distribution of the internet. Facebook head Mark Zuckerberg reported the first successful test flight of the Aquila drone designed to distribute Wi-Fi in areas that are deprived of the usual methods of communication with the worldwide network. The drone's solar-powered router with a wingspan like a Boeing 737 took off in the sky in the southwest of Arizona, after which it landed successfully in 90 minutes. In the plans of Facebook, connect to the global network all remote points of the Earth, where according to estimates, there are about 1.6 billion people. Internet access is complicated by terrain features or high implementation costs. And the last in our list will be a quadcopter, VC200 Cyclocopter, an 18-rotor passenger drone which has already managed to make its first flight. As part of the flight, the multi-copter climbed to a height of 82 miles and traveled at a speed not existing 16 miles per hour and a flight altitude of 1.2 miles. When you look at such inventions, you begin to understand that very soon everyone will be able to acquire a personal flying device that can be both a transpositive and excellent assistance in any sphere of human activity. It is possible with courage to say that the future will be exactly the way it was portrayed by its directors of films of the 90s. Thanks a million to all who watched.